guys, welcome to another Minecraft video in Tanka City. Today I'm going to be joined by Sanchez Anarchy and XX1 Connor 1XX. Sorry I haven't had a video for you guys in a while. It's just school started back up and yeah, we've been doing a lot of construction. As you can see behind me, the White House, and that's going to be the purpose of today's video. So, let's start off right here, simple with the mailbox, red carpet. Here's my fountain. I can turn the lights on and off. There's off. It's my off-road Jeep in my driveway. I'll show you the garage later. Connor, thank you for getting the door, kind sir. We moved all this stuff down to the basement, so you'll see that later, but here's a basic couch. You can sit in them. Got this idea from FedEx Gamer. You know him probably from YouTube. I highly doubt that people watching my channel are friends with him. So, we got the toilet out of here. We got to replace it because I brought the old one downstairs. And over here, up on the second floor, we have the Congress building where we make all the laws and that good stuff. Our mayor, Sanchez Anarchy, is the Congress leader, and XX1 Connor 1XX is a Secret Service member. Alright, Connor, you want to show off your skills? Ready for this? Square yourself. Attention. Guard. At ease. Good job. We have two guest rooms. This one does not have a balcony, but it looks like this. Somebody turned those swords upside down. You can get out on the big balcony, which this is where we start most of our videos. And over here, this is the exact replica of the one across the way, but this one does have a balcony. A lot of people are probably thinking, well, this is going to be a really boring video, and some people find interest in this building, and some people really couldn't care less. This is where my, oh wow. This is where my room used to be, and this is where I started most of the videos. Well, out on that balcony. But yeah, I moved my room up a floor. So now let's go up there. Another little bench you can sit at, right there. Up on the third floor, which wasn't here last time, we have the Oval Office and my bedroom. This is the rug that's in the Oval Office in the White House. And at the end of the video, I will put a picture of what it actually looks like so you can compare it. The only thing I'm missing is the olive branch and the arrows, but everything else I think is pretty good for Minecraft. You guys have to tell me that. Here's my chair all decked out, emeralds and stuff. And here's the guest chair. Here's the huge desk. This is brand new, so that's why it's not filled in. That is evidence of a guy that just broke into a house, believe it or not. I gave him a shout out in my last video, but I'm not going to tell you which one he is. Here's the American flag. Here's my bed, which was moved from downstairs. And here's my couch. It's my huge TV all around the world. So yeah, I think the last thing that's actually in the house that we have left to show you is the basement. Connor's dancing there in front of the door for some reason. So, just curl down here. I'm gonna cheat. Well, here's the boiler room. And once you see the basement, you'll understand what this is for. But if you come in the garage, you're gonna see the basement. Alright. This is basically a dumbwaiter. You throw food that they want up there, you press the button, and it flies up to the kitchen, and they can take it out of the chest and serve it. Upstairs in the kitchen, they drop their orders in, they come down here, we take them out, and read them, make them down here, there's going to be a kitchen down here, and put them in the dumbwaiter and send them up. Over here, we have another little TV place with an on and off TV, as Sanchez is kindly showing you. Here's the pool table that was up in my living room. there's not much down here because it's brand new. Here's a guest room, simple bed, and here's the toilet that we moved down from upstairs. There's a little bathtub. So that's all for the actual house itself. But now if we go outside, there we go. You see that we have ice hockey here, which in the summer and spring, I get rid of the ice and I put in grass, and we turned it into soccer. But you can skate here, and the glass actually gives you a little bit of a boost. One of my friends won this place next door in a wrestling match. His name is Jay Dizzle, so congrats to him. So he lives here. This is before we had the basement, so that's why he's living outside. Little swimming pool here. Sorry for the noise in the background. Hey guys, I'm sorry about that. We're still here in Tanka City. I still got Connor and Sanchez with me. This is the first time I've ever had to cut a video in two because of noise, so we're going to try to force through the rest of this. This is the Presidential Theater. This is where the mayor elections happen and speeches are given. We have the stage. We have the backstage area. We have the seats, obviously, over here. Don't ask why it's shaped like this. I really have no idea. But over here we have the stage lights and the house lights. So basically I give my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Presidential Theater. Please silence your cell phones and be respectful to those on stage. Thank you and enjoy the show. And the stage lights come on just like that. And at the end of the show I'm like, the exits are right behind you. Thank you for coming to the Presidential Theater. Bye-bye now. So, as they're having a war... Wait, which one of you has arrows? I don't know. They're shooting each other. It's crazy. It's getting crazy in Tanka. It's getting crazy in Tanka. Alright. We have a bounce castle over here. Just a little bouncy castle. Up here, you can climb up here and jump off. Whee! Yeah, so fun. Like I said, the statues are going to be their own video someday, along with something else. This is a little cabin, in case somebody comes over to stay with us. And here's where all my crops are. We put them in here. Sell them. This is the presidential horse and the Secret Service horses. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Well, now I'm stuck. And over there is a horse. It's a Ford. Its name's not Ford, but yeah. And that is Jay Dizzle's horse. When he moved in, I told him he could bring his horse. So, thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, tell me what you want to see me do. I'm sorry about the cutting. I'm sorry that this is probably going to be one of my worst videos, but I'll try to get as most videos up as I can. And that didn't sound right, so bye. I'll see you later. Thanks again. Alright guys, sorry about that. That is the first time I've ever had to cut a video into two parts because of noise. So here we are. This is where I left off in the last video. This is the Presidential Theater. This is where the mayor election happens. And in here, we have the little stage. Very narrow backstage area.